Okay, here we are launching some more thunder. Alright, what we got going on here is a nifty trick that I gotta give a little bit of credit to Gate Gnomes for, posting this up on the forums. I was close to this, but not really. If you can check out my other video, I set up the, the yaw. And he's actually showed that the pitch was what you actually wanted to set up with this little trick I'm about to show you. But here we go anyway. Alright, go over here to controls. Alrighty. What you got here is your standard modified control setup. What you want to do is you want to go into clear all and clear it all out when you go to set this up. You may want to grab a piece of paper and just jot everything down before you go crazy. Or if you screw up too badly, you can just delete the file from the PS4 and reinstall it and start from scratch again. Alrighty. Here we go. Don't ask me why, I'm probably about to change this, but this is the way I have it set up so far. Alright, the key things here. Roll axis and pitch axis. Roll axis is usually set by the default. Pitch axis and yaw axis. Now the reason why I have yaw axis set up this way is so that my hanger system actually works. I can actually use the left and right on the right stick in order to cause the plane to spin around in the hanger. As long as you have it set up in some crazy way where it's not going to affect your game, but as long as you have the right stick set up for left and right on the yaw axis, your hanger will work properly. Alrighty. So anyway, what you do is you come into pitch axis, you click edit axis. Now, for giggles, I set the maximum value, which is a crazy thing I'll show you about in a second. But the important thing here is the minimum value. I got L1 open for whatever reason. That's the button I chose. Normally it says keep value disabled. Access says no. We'll set that back. Just to try it out, I set it to 1.5. Doesn't seem to have an effect on anything, but we'll get back to that. Save changes and leave. Alright. And this is the way I have this set up, just in case you were curious. Enable access is the button you want to hit. And if you want, you can assign multiple buttons that you would never be able to hit properly. I'm talking crazy stuff. You can come up with almost anything. Alrighty. Backing out of this. Alright, as you can see, I got a 1 and a 1.15 for my multiplier for the x-axis. It's fast enough for me. You guys may have better reflexes. Again, this is the thing. Oops. Again, 1.15. I may change this soon. I mean, it's good to have them both the same way. Again, I'm getting used to this is my aim control and my aim sensitivity. There's your gunner view. Now, should note that if you want to mess with your gunner view and how he operates, you come over here to simplified controls, and you come over here to these axes, and you can edit these axes now. As you can see, I have some things changed about this. What you do is you save changes. You want to add. You don't want to replace, okay? Goes for both of these. Okay, then you just go back over to mouse aim. Click OK. Don't worry about it. Continue anyway. Continue anyway. Back out of this. Now, what I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about with... we'll bring out the P-51 Mustang. Whoop, nope. Hang on. Whoop, meant to do a test flight. Yoink. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty, sorry about that. Alright, just building up a little speed and height here. Alright, now what's going to happen is your inner cursor, which is actually where your guns are shooting, is controlled by that minimum maximum value we just set up for the pitch controls under mouse aim. Alright, this is more than enough height, we got enough speed. Now there we go. See, you're allowed to just flip like that, which makes things a lot easier. Okay, now that's just a straight loop. Now this is where things get a little funny. If you set the maximum value, which I have assigned to this, the L directional button, you do an inverted loop. Alright, now if you start a turn, and hold the L1 button, you can turn a lot smoother. Also, while it's doing that, you can use the plane, which is the big circle, to just line up where you want to end up. But you can turn pretty fast. See, look, I didn't lose any of the speed. So just pitch a little to the left, or roll rather. And it's a lot smoother than just trying to do it with the mouse aim, which can be a little herky-jerky unless you got it set up the way you want it. It does make the Immelman possible. not talking about penning on the dime. As I said, while this is still doing this, you can move the cursor wherever you need it to go. Alright, well that explains it. Once again, thanks to Gate Gnomes for working with me to help me figure this out and posting his video up on there. Just wanted to share it with my little group. Next video, I shall take this into action.